You're listening to the Meta Meltdown.
Hey guys, welcome to the Meta Meltdown, a show where we typically talk about Hearthstone's meta. But seeing as tomorrow the Mean Streets of Gadgetzan expansion is coming out, we're going to do a 132 card review. But first, how's your week, Nate?
It was good. Really burnt out on Shaman Stone, so I've been playing some Arena, oddly enough, which I've been
Oh,
doing
very cool.
well in, which is weird because I haven't touched it in forever. But other than that, just chilling. How about you?
I haven't really even been able to play too much. I haven't even been able to look at the cards because this is my final quarter at a university. So I've been grinding away, doing all that, and then applying for job opportunities and such forth. So this will actually be my first time looking at the cards, so I'll be able to get a fresh perspective and see how everything is. But I've seen it here and there. I haven't been completely out of touch, but yeah. And then last week we weren't even on the show because of Thanksgiving, so it's been a little bit. I miss you, buddy.
Aw, you too,
Thanks.
friend. Don't call me buddy, buddy.
All right, no worries. Do you want to just get right into it? It's going to be kind of a long show just because there's 132 new cards out tomorrow. Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it. Just a little description first, I guess. So we're gonna give everything a rating from 1 to 3. 1 being the worst, which is unplayable. 2 being playable, fringe-worthy, kind of somewhere in between. So maybe not. Which I guess is sort of hedging our bet. But and 3 is playable to good to great, broken, and beyond. So pretty easy system. And we're gonna do each card hopefully in 20 seconds or less. So it's not gonna be too long of a review. Kind of a lightning round, more or less.
Lightning, yeah. And then for those of you guys who are used to seeing other reviews, like we have the golden cards up, so you guys can see what that looks like. Because typically when people do reviews, they don't have the golden cards up, so it's the cool stuff we do here. Yeah, you know what it is for sure. All right, so first off, we have the Grimy Goon cards. So these are cards that are usable by warriors, hunters, and paladins. And first of all, we have the Grime Street Informant. Battlecry, discover a hunter, paladin, or warrior card. It's a 1/1 for 2. Nate, your initial thoughts?
I think it's pretty good. It reminds me of the 1/1 Beetle. I forget the name of the card from League of Explorer, where you get to pick a card. You pick a 3-mana card. So I think this has a lot more potential because there's no mana restriction on it, but also because you can play it in like any of those weird decks that you would need like an additional card from. So
Yeah.
so say I don't really think it's gonna be that good in Hunter. If Hunter stays in an aggressive deck, so
Yeah.
I would give it 2 maybe. What about you?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think it combos really well with Bran. Obviously, all the battle cries do really well with Bran. And Bran is typically in a mid-range or like control type of deck. And yeah, with Hunters, Paladins, and Warriors, I don't really feel like they need the Grand Street Informant. I think it's a little. I think it's okay. I think it's a little too slow because we're used to seeing like, like a 2/3 or a 3/2. So it's whatever. Next card. We've got the Grime Street Smuggler. Give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. Um, it's a 2/4 for 3, so it reminds me of shoot, what's that one thing that when you take it, it does 1 damage to it, you like gain 2 attack? I forget.
You gain 2 attack. I have no idea what you're talking about. Frothing Berserker?
Yeah, Frothing Berserker. But I think Frothing Berserker is better than this.
Oh
Right?
yeah, easily. This
Yeah.
this card I think is a 2. It's nothing special. It's pretty. It's RNG and it's pretty
Yeah.
low end RNG at that. So it's not going to do anything spectacular for you. So I'm going to say almost unplayable. I'm going to give it a
Yeah,
1.
I don't think it's good at all. Next. We've got Don Han Cho. The 5/6 for 7. Give a random minion in your hand 5+5/+5. I think that stat wise it's amazing, right? As long as you can combo and play it out. I think it'll be really good in Warrior, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like maybe too slow. What are your thoughts?
I think it's good. I think it's. I mean, if you think the Curator is 7 mana, it's a 4/6 taunt. This is a 5/6 for 7 mana. Buff something in your hand +5/+5. So I think it's a little bit worse than curated, but you can get some pretty crazy combos with the of the buffing the minions in your hand
Yeah.
synergy this expansion. So I think it's good. I'm gonna say playable. So I'm gonna say like a low 3 if that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
say 3.
Yeah,
Playable.
I think playable, not super playable. All right, sounds good. Next, we've got the Cabal, which are Priest, Mage, and Warlock cards. Um, Cabal Courier, 2/2 for 3. Discover any one of those class cards. I think it's okay. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like 2 health is not really good, and it doesn't have 3 attack, so I don't think it's that great.
Yeah. So what's your number?
2.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. At first initial glance, it's sort of fringe. It's not overstated or understated or anything. It's a little bit understated actually, because you think a vanilla is for 3 mana is a 3/4, and this is a 2/2. But at the same time, I think this is going to be really good in like Reno archetypes.
True. Yeah.
So, and having the option, I mean, Mage, Priest, and Warlock spells, there's a lot of removal in it, so I think it'll be decent in Reno Lock or Reno Priest, which is going to be a thing.
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
2.
2. Cabal Chemist. Add a random potion to your hand. And I don't have all the potions here, but here the potions are good. 3/3 for 4. I think it's, I think the same thing as the other one, playable in like Reno. What about you?
2.
Cool. Sounds good.
Agreed.
Kazakis. Okay, Kazakis I think is gonna be played for sure. Battlecry, if your deck has no duplicates, create a custom spell. And if you guys have seen the custom spells, they're really crazy. You pick like 3 different things and then you combine them, and it's like you can either have like a 1 mana, 3 mana, or 10 mana or something like that. One or 5, yeah. So 3, 5, or 10, I don't know. But potentially this gets super crazy, and if you just go to the late game with Reno, because it has to be played in a Reno deck, it's gonna be really good. So I think 100% playable 3. What about you?
Can you hear that dog in the background, by the way?
No.
All right, good. Moving on. I think Kazakis is definitely a 3. It's going to be super good. The Reno archetypes are just going to have a field day with every other sort of archetype, in my opinion, so far of what we've seen. And it's a fun RNG. You get to create your own spell, which is pretty amazing if you watch the video on Monday of Frodan doing his usual walkthrough. So I'm excited for it, actually, and I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right, now we are moving on to the
Jade Lotus.
Jade Lotus, right? These are your Druid, Rogue, and Shaman cards. So here we have the Jade Spirit. It's a 2/3 for 4. Summon a Jade Golem. And if you guys don't know what a Jade Golem is, it's every time you summon, every time you see summon a Jade Golem, your first Jade Golem will be a 1/1. Your second will be a 2/2. The third will be a 3/3, and so forth, all the way up to a 30/30, which I don't really think we'll get to, but we'll see. They duplicate themselves, so yeah, we'll see. 30/30. At that point, you pretty much just win the game for the most part. People have been saying it's really, really broken. So I think my initial thoughts on this are they're gonna make a Jade Golem deck, and then you're gonna put like all the Jade Golem cards in there. So this will be played at first. I don't think it'll be played. Well, because the Jade Golem can be anywhere from 1/1 to a 30/30. So I'm not sure what to rate this. I think a high 2. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at vanilla stats, it should be like 2 mana maybe, and should have some sort of ability, which it does obviously. But if you're just talking about vanilla, it'd be a 2 mana 2/3, and then so you're basically paying 2 mana for the Jade Golem ability, which could be good like late game if you've already played a crap load of them. So it's very hard to tell early on. I'm gonna say fringe worthy until some
proven otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd say 2, whatever, low 2.
Okay, no worries. Lotus Agents. Discover a Druid, Rogue, or Shaman card. It's a 5/3 for 5. So I think in terms of 5-drops, I like that it has 5 attack. That's really good against other 5-drops. I don't like that it has 3 health. That's super low. Really easy for other classes to get rid of. So I would say 2.
2.
Okay, there you go. Sounds good. Aya Blackpaw. It's a Battlecry and Death Rattle. Summon a Jade Golem. 6 mana, 5/3. Playable in Jade Golem decks. 2.
Okay, so bear with me on this one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have 6 mana, 5/3, and then you get 2 Jade Golems automatically, which is
Mhm.
if this is the first Jade Golem mechanic, it's going to be at least 3/3 of stats because you have a 1/1 and then a 2/2 on so Battle
Yeah,
Cry and
yeah,
Death
yeah,
Rattle.
yeah.
So you get an
True.
8/5 for 6 mana, which is good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say high 2 because you obviously don't get all of that in one turn.
Right,
So
right, right, yeah, yeah. And you're not. This is not going to be the only Jade Golem card you have in your deck. So, yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Next we'll go on to Druid cards, I believe. So this is a 1 mana. Give your minions a 1/1. Mark of the Lotus. I think this is really, really good. Um, high 2.
high 2. Okay, interesting. I think it'll be
I
good.
only say that because okay, you're like I say this because of like Egg Druid and like decks like that. I feel like it's playable in those type of decks, like Aggro Druid decks.
Token Druid.
Yeah, there you go.
I think so too. It's just that it's just a card, and I don't know. I feel like unless you have some good card draw in those decks, you're just gonna run out of steam really quickly. I'm gonna say a 1.
And those decks do run out of steam really quickly. I would know. No worries. Yeah, 1. Jade Idol. Choose 1. Summon a Jade Golem, or shuffle 3 copies of this card into your deck. So I think this is really good. I think people have been have been saying that you can't mill Druid anymore, which is partially true, I guess. And late game, this is like super disgusting because, right, you get to play like tons of huge minions for 1 mana. So, high 2 again. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
This is 3, almost 4. Like the amount of crazy shit you can do with this. Like if you just have a Gadgetzan and you've been pumping these back into your deck
Yeah, true.
multiple times, and this is also really good with
Andrel.
Fandral.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're gonna see some shenanigans from this card, and people are gonna be pissed at it. So I'm saying 3.
Okay, 3 for sure. Alright, let's go to the Jade Blossom. It's a 3 mana summon a Jade Golem and gain an empty mana crystal. So it kind of combines the 2 mana card, gain an empty mana crystal, and you get a Jade Golem. And it's a Druid card, so 3 for sure. Ramp Druid. Let's go.
3. Interesting. All right. So I wonder if you can probably cycle it if you're already at 10 mana. I imagine just
Yeah.
like Wild Growth works. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think it's that strong, but I think it's pretty good.
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. All right, Celestial Dreamer. If a friendly minion has 5 or more attack, gain 2/2. So, as a 3/3 vanilla, that's good. And if you have a friendly minion, as druids typically do, that has 5 or more attack, you get a 2/2. So you get a 5/5 for 3 potentially. I think 2.
I'm gonna say high 1.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's gonna be rocking this card.
Really? I think it's okay. There's a dragon in the back. Okay, I'm biased. Alright, let's go. Pilfered Power, 3 mana. Get an empty mana crystal for each friendly minion. Zero?
0.
0.
That card is
Garbage.
utter shit. Like even if you flood the board right away, like
Yeah.
best case scenario, you have roots
Yeah.
and you root twice, and then you gain 4 mana crystals off that. But it's so rare that that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't. It's a bad card.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't like it at all. For sure. Alright. Vermin Sensei. This one is a 4/5 for 5. Give a friendly beast 2/2. It's a beast card. Yeah, it's okay. The art's cool. It's a rabbit with some carrots in the back. Low 2.
I'm gonna say smack dab in the middle too.
Okay, sounds good. Lunar Visions. Draw 2 cards. Minions drawn cost 2 mana less for 5. Okay, so typically drawing a card costs 2 mana, right? So this is a little overcosted, but if you draw a minion, it's worth it. If you even draw 1 minion, it's worth it. But As a druid, you kind of already have enough card draw, I feel like. So low 2, high 1.
Yeah, I mean, I look at this. I compare it to Nourish. I mean, Nourish, you have the option of ramping or drawing 3 cards. I don't know. I'd pick Nourish over this card
I
for
would
sure.
pick Nourish over this card for sure, yeah.
I'm gonna say 1.
Okay, sounds good. Jade Behemoth. It's a 3/6 taunt. Summon a Jade Golem for 6. 1.
Yeah, I'd say 1. You look at Fen Creeper, which is 5 mana, 3/6 vanilla, and this is a class card. And all you get is a Jade Golem. It's a Jade Golem for 1, essentially.
Which is not bad. I mean,
I don't think it's gonna be played, so I'll say 1 too.
Okay, sounds good. Kuhn, the Forgotten King. The Druid Legendary. It's a 10 mana. Choose 1, gain 10 armor, or refresh your mana crystals. It's the 0 mana 7/7, Nate. It's so good.
No, this is a super good
This is
card.
really good, yeah, 3.
3 for sure. Just having the option of giving yourself life or 0 mana 7/7, and then just doing some crazy ass shit. Like, again, going back to what Frodan was doing in his playthrough games on Monday with the developers, it was really good when he played it. So I would say 3, although it's super expensive. But what about you?
But it's free. It's free, Nate. It's 3. It's 3%. It's free. You just refresh your mana crystals.
3.
You play Vandrel, and you play Kuhn, and then you win the game.
Oh god, that would be disgusting.
It's disgusting. Alright, we're moving on to Hunters. It's the 1 mana, give a random beast in your hand 2/2. I don't know how good Beast Hunter... Beast Hunter's pretty good. It's alright. This only makes it better, right? So, high 1?
I don't see it seeing play, so I will say high 1.
Okay, sounds good. Alley Cat. It's a 1 mana 1/1, summon a 1/1 cat. So it's Roots. But it's a beast.
It's 2/2 for 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a 2.
I think it too as well. Alright. Trog Beast Strangler? Yeah. Trog Beast Strangler.
Rager.
Beast Rager. Oh. Can't read for my life. Alright. 2 mana, 3/2. Give a random beast in your hand 1/1. I think this is good. I think this is a high 2.
Sure, it's whatever. Mid 2, high 2, somewhere in there.
Well, I mean, it's vanilla, and then you get, +1/+1 to your beast, so it's not too bad.
I mean, you compare it to the other 3/2s. You have Toad, which deals random damage, or you have that Alec, which could possibly draw you a card. True. So those are mid 2. So
yeah, mid 2. Okay, Hidden Cache. It's a secret. After your opponent plays a minion, give a random minion in your hand +2/+2. Yeah. I mean, it's a secret, so it's not like you get that little like weird thing going on with it, but I don't think it's that great. I think low 1.
Low 1. All right. Sure, I'll agree. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play it.
I wouldn't play it either. Okay, Shaky Zip Gunner. It's a death rattle. Give a random minion in your hand 2/2, and it's a 3/3 for 3. 1.
Yeah, it kind of feels like Trog Beast Rager and Smuggler's Crate. I'm gonna say it's a little worse than Smuggler's Crate. I think I'd rather play that just to tempo out on 2 really, really well. So I'm gonna say 1.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, we've got a Rat Pack, 3 mana, 2/2. Summon a number of 1/1 rats equal to this minion's attack. So if you can buff it, it's really good. If you can't buff it, it's garbage. I don't know how good. See, the thing is, like, you have a lot of cards that are starting to buff other cards in your hand.
Beast specifically.
Yeah.
So this would definitely target this in most of the time.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's I1. I don't know if I would play it.
It's 4/4 for 3, which is good, and then if you buff it, it's even better. I'm gonna say. I just feel it's too slow in Hunter. I'm gonna say 2.
Yeah. Okay. Dispatch Kodo. It's a 4 mana 2/4. Deal damage equal to this minion's attack. So, not too bad if you can buff it. It's really good. 2.
Yeah, I mean, what are the best? What's the best way for Hunter to win? It's quick shot, skill shot, hero power, anything that can even go over taunt, basically. So I think it's good, especially if you play the mechanic of buffing your creatures in your hand. So I'd say 2.
Yep, sounds good. We've got the Piranha Launcher. It's a 5 mana, 2/4. Well, it's a weapon. So after your hero attacks, summon a 1/1 Piranha. I don't think it's good. 1,
1.
1. Okay.
Too slow.
Knuckles. Yes, this is the like meme card.
Harambe.
Harambe, let's go. After this attacks a minion, also hit the hero, enemy hero. So if the face plays taunt, you also go face. It's a 3 mana, 5 mana, 3/7. I think it's a little too slow. I love the card though. I love the flavor. 2.
I wonder what the flavor text is for this. There's been some funny shit out there so
Dude,
far.
I know.
This would be gotta be a funny one, but if you can buff it, it's going to be super good. It's really durable at 7 health. Just trying to think of what the stats would be here. So I think it's fair. I think it's right where it needs to be. So high 2.
High 2.
It'll see play.
Yeah, it's too memey not to see play. Oh my god.
I mean, the five mana curve for Hunter, you don't really see it. It's usually like hero power and 3 mana something. So this definitely is something that your opponent needs to take care of. So I think it's high 2. Yeah, it'll see play.
No worries. All right. Freezing Potion. We're on to mage cards now. This is a 0 mana freeze an enemy. I think it's super good. I think it's extremely good, especially in Tempo Mage. This is like you want to hit like 3 mana so you can freeze stuff, or hit Flame Wakers. Now you don't even have to. You just hit 3 and you can freeze a Freezing Potion. So good. I think 3.
Wow.
I think it's good. I think it's really good.
It is a good way to gain tempo for sure.
Yeah.
Once Flamewaker is gone, which will be beginning in next year, sometime in March, April-ish, I think it'll be a lot worse. But
that's true.
I'm gonna say low 2. I think
really?
Total opposite end of the spectrum on this.
No worries, it's fine. All good.
It doesn't deal any damage. It's not mage-esque, like
That's
Tempo
true.
Mage-esque.
Okay, that's fair. Cabal Lackey. It's a 1 mana, 2/1. The next secret you play this turn costs 0. And as we know, mage secrets are the highest cost secrets, 3 mana. So I think it's really good. I think high 2.
3.
Okay.
This is super broken, in my opinion, and there's so much good synergy that's going to come with the Secret Mage, which no one's really been talking about since it happened so long ago, and there's all these new Jade Golem cards. So Secret Mage is going to be really good, in my opinion. It already had some strong cards, and now it's just kind of all coming together finally, sort of like Beast Druid did a little bit last expansion. So 3.
For sure, no worries. It's a really strong card. Volcanic Potion. It's a 3 mana, deal 2 damage to all minions. I think it's okay. I think Mage already has a really good board clear as it is. And 2 damage doesn't necessarily kill a lot of things. So you're gonna wanna get some spell power in there, and even then, I think low 2. You?
It depends on the archetype. Reno Mage, it's probably gonna be like a low 3 almost.
Okay.
In Reno Mage, but any other archetype, I don't really see it. It'll maybe be like a low 2. So I'm just gonna say it 2 right in the middle.
Sounds good. Manic Soulcaster. So it's a 3 mana 3/4 battle cry. Choose a friendly minion. Shuffle a copy into your deck. Well, vanilla stats are good, and the battle cry is not too bad either. And if you're playing this in Reno, since you already played the minion and you can get another one of those minions, that's really good. High 2, low, mid tier 2.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I'm gonna say high 2 just because the golden is just phenomenal looking.
That's so sick, right?
The lightning going up and her hair just flying everywhere. It's super sweet. You gotta check it out if you're not watching the VOD.
Yeah, for sure. Alright. Potion of Polymorph. It's a 3-mana secret. After your opponent plays a minion, transform it into a 1/1 sheep. So those Jade Golems, though, or the things that summon Jade Golems.
Jade Golem, it's an ability. You don't
Yeah,
really. It's not a creature.
no worries. But you get it. Like you play it late game and you win because polymorph. And we don't really play polymorph, which is a 4-cost card, but it's a secret, so it's really good. Um, high 2, maybe 3.
Okay.
If you're playing this in a secret deck, you're gonna play this, I think. Sure.
I mean, I think I'd rather just play Mirror Image. I mean, if you want more of like a Mirror Image to just cancel out what your opponent's doing, so if you want more than 2 Mirror Images, then play this. But otherwise, I think I'm going to say like a 1. I think it's really bad, and I don't think it's going to see play.
Well,
Unless you're playing the Secret Archetype and you're just packing in secrets, but I still think it's pretty bad even for that.
no, that's true. Okay. Go with
We
that.
differ on opinions time to time.
It's all good. It's all good. Cryomancer. It's a 5-mana 5/5 battle cry. If an enemy is frozen, gain 2/2. Well, seeing all the freezing stuff come out. Well, low 2. What about you?
Yep, low 2. You're not going to get a whole lot out of that mechanic most of the time. I mean, not much to say. You're not going to put it in Freeze Mage for sure.
Yeah.
So, low 2.
All right. We've got a Cabal Crystal Runner. It's a 6-mana 5/5. Costs 2 less for each secret you've played this game. I think it's good in Secret Mage, obviously. Dang, she's got huge boobs too. So you know. Those are huge rubies, guys. Huge rubies. 2.
I'm going to say 3.
High 2.
I'm going to say 3, just because I think you can play it in almost any mage as long as you play one secret. It's already like really good. It's 4 mana 5/5, and if you play like Cabal Lackey early on, and I forget the 4/3 that lets you play a secret for free as well. But mage has a lot of shit they can use now, and I think it's going to be super good. So I think in everything, maybe even in Temple Mage.
Okay, I've changed my mind. You're completely right. It's a 3. Plus the artwork is definitely puts it over the top. All right, moving on. Greater Arcane Missiles. It's a 7-mana shoot 3 missiles at random enemies that deal 3 damage each. I think this is garbage.
Give me Flame Strike. So I'm going to say 0.
Yeah, it's not good. Ink Master Solia. It's a 7-mana 5/5. If your deck has no duplicates, the next spell you cast this turn costs 0. So I think it's really good. Yeah, I think it's good. I think 3.
I'll say 3 too, but I'm going to say on the low side. Obviously, it's just kind of pinholes you to Reno. And also, like, I mean, Mage does have some high spell,
Yeah, they've got a lot of
high mana spells, so I'm going to say low 3. It's pretty good.
It's good. Alright, we're moving on to Paladin cards. This is the Grimscale Chum. It's a 1-mana 2/1. And Battle Cry, give a random Murloc in your hand +1/+1. I think this is garbage. Unless, I don't know. We'll see if Murloc Paladin comes back out, but I don't think it's good. Also, the artwork. I don't know. I don't like the look of the Murloc. It creeps me out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a 1. I feel like it'll be okay, but Paladin is just so bad at card draw that you don't have a way to really make this viable, like keeping your hand full if you ever get stymied early on. So I'll say 1.
Okay. Yep. Sounds
I
good.
feel like
Let's go to the Mean Street Marshal. It's a 1-mana 1/2. If this minion has 2 or more attack, when it dies, draw a card. I guess they're pushing the aggro paladin thing more. I don't know. 1.
1. Yeah, it's just circumstantial. You gotta buff it or put other shit on it, and I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we've got Smuggler's Run. It's a 1-mana. Give all the minions in your hand +1/+1. 1. Not as good as in Druid. Well, high 1. High 1.
I'm gonna say a low 2. I think we're on the same page pretty much. But I mean, if you get it turn 1 and you have 3 or 4 minions, it's gonna be pretty good. But if you top deck this and you've already pissed away most of your hand on the board, then it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
So low 2.
Okay, sounds good. Getaway Kodo. It's a 1-mana secret. If a friendly minion dies, return it to your hand. Potentially really good. But if you're, I don't know, low 2.
I think it's pretty bad. I think it's hard to time because your opponent gets to choose what minion would die unless you only have 1 minion. So I'm gonna say it's an unplayable secret. I'm just gonna say 1.
Okay, so good. We've got the Grime Street Outfitter. It's a 2-mana 1/1. Battle cry. Give all your minions in your hand +1/+1. One.
1. I hate all these paladin cards, and
I like Paladin as a class. Yeah.
we could be completely wrong, but aggro paladin is. I feel like you just have to have sticky minions, and the bubble like aggro paladin is pretty good, or it's decent, but it's sort of bad at the same time. And I feel like all these minions, like you're just gonna flood the board, and then you're just gonna be out of shit to do, and they're not gonna be sticky at all. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 1.
Sounds good. Small Time Recruits, another one of these cards. It's a 3-mana draw 3 1-cost minions from your deck. At first, I thought this was really good because I thought it put it onto like the field like it did with the 3-mana gain a 1/1 and gain 3 recruits. But it doesn't do that. You just draw 3 1-cost minions. So 1.
You can't play it on turn 3, otherwise you just basically lose the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have to like top deck this later on. I'd rather play, what's the other 3-mana paladin drawing mechanism card? It lets you draw 1 for each card that your opponent has, or the difference between your 2 hands.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, I'd rather play that.
I'd rather play that too. Yeah, 100%. Okay.
I'll say 1.
Sure. Grime Street Enforcer. It's a 5-mana 4/4 Grimes. At the end of your turn, give all minions in your hand +1/+1. So this is if there is any card I feel like that if you're gonna play this type of architect, you'll probably play this card for sure. But if you don't, if this architect is just garbage, which I think it probably will be, then this card is garbage as well. So high 1.
I'll say low 2, just because it's guaranteed to give it the stat still, and you can do it over again if it survives. So I'll say low 2. It's. I hate the mechanic for Paladin so far, and I hate the Paladin cards, but there's a couple cards that I do like, so we'll get to those.
Yeah, for sure. Grime Street Protector. It's a 7-mana 6/6 taunt. Give adjacent minions Divine Shield. So, but I mean, high 2.
Yeah, holy shit, is this card good in my opinion. So you have a taunt so vanilla is 6/7 for 6.
Yeah.
And then you give it taunt, so 6/6 for I don't know. For 7, I think is already good right there. And then you give your whatever you said, adjacent minions Divine Shield.
English is not my first language.
Which can completely flip the board. So this can be extremely strong if you're fighting for the board, like I said. So I'm going to say high 2 as well. It's really good. I like it.
I like it a lot. All right, here's the card I think you're talking about. Flicker Flame Burn Bristle. I said that right? Yeah. Flicker Flame Burn Bristle. It's a 3-mana 2/2. Trip Dominic up. Divine Shield, Taunt, and any damage done by this minion also heals your hero. I like this card a lot. I love the artwork. It's amazing. And it doesn't need to be played with all the other like buffing cards. But if it is buffed, it's even better. So I think this is a 3 for sure.
Yeah, this could honestly be in any archetype.
Yeah.
Divine Shield and Taunt, which is just amazing because you can guard your little dudes, or you could just play it whenever. I don't know. I'm stumbling, but I'm just gonna say 3. It's super good, and I love the artwork. Like you said, I want to craft the golden just for that.
Dude,
but
it's so good. Until it gets caballed away, but whatever. Let's not talk about that. Let's
Let
not
me
talk
change
about
your mind.
that. Let's not talk
3.
about that. All right, yeah, 3 for sure. Let's move on to priest cards. I love priest. I love priest this expansion. I feel like it's gonna be really good. So I'm excited for these cards. It's a 1 mana potion of madness. Gain control of an enemy minion with 2 or less attack until end of turn. I think it's really good. Well, 2. It's good for what it is.
Yep, it seems pretty fair. Actually, what's the other one? It's 4 mana and you get to steal a 3
No,
attack power minion.
I think it's. Is it 3 or 2?
I think it's.
I can't
I think
remember. We don't even play that often. That's why we're confused.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's high 2. It's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to pint-sized potion. 1 mana. Give all enemy minions -3 attack this turn only. So I mean, obviously, hopefully you have a bunch of people on your board, and then you play pint-sized potion, and then you win the board state right there. 2.
I'm gonna say high 1. It's very circumstantial. If your opponent has control of the board already, this card doesn't do anything for you except goddamn, I'm so bad with crappy card names. The 4 mana remove all 2 mana
Oh, the
or
Murloc,
2
the
attack
Murloc, yeah.
2 attack creatures from the board. If you combo that with this, you can get rid of a lot of shit.
It's true.
Anything of 5 attack or higher. So it's got some potential. So I'm going to change mine from a 1 to, I'll say it low 2.
Okay, the combo potential is there for sure. All right, we're going to Mana Geode. I want to say Geodude. All right, Mana Geodude. It's a 2 mana 2/3. Whenever this minion is healed, summon a 2/2 crystal. More importantly, it's a 2 mana priest card that is playable. You don't like it? You don't like it? Tell me your thoughts, Nate.
I don't like it because it's going to be goddamn good.
Yeah, dude.
First of all, the artwork on this card is phenomenal as well. The golden looks sexy.
God, I love rubies.
But this is what priest players have been asking for, and now that they have it, it's going to be ridiculously good. Some people are skeptics, saying, well, you have to spend 2 mana to heal it or whatever, but look at some of the cards that priest has that they can play on like turn 3 afterwards if this lives. So you have the new card, Cabal Talon Priest, which we'll get to, but basically you can buff this card by 3 health, making it a 2/6 the following turn. And you also have other cards that can buff this creature even more. So Priest is just going to get out of control if they gain the board early.
It's really good.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, dude, it's an epic, and it's a good epic. Oh man.
I'm going to say high 2.
High 2. All right, let's go. All right, we're talking about Cabal Talon Priest now. It's a 3 mana 3/4. Give a friendly minion +3 health. 3.
Yeah, I'm going to say a low 3. When I'm going to just stop trying to recall other cards because I can't name any of them and I sound like an idiot. The 3 mana Death Rattle guy for 3/4 that came out in GVG. This is like this, except you get to choose what target for sure, and it happens right away, so you can effectively trade even better. So if you didn't play back then, there's a time when Tempo Priest, or like mid-range Priest, was pretty good, where you would curve out at like 6 at the very highest, and people were playing at the Legend pretty frequently for like a month or 2. So this is going to do the same thing, and I'm going to say low 3.
Okay, sounds good. We've got the Greater Healing Potion. It's a 4 mana, restore 12 health to a friendly character. I think this is disgusting, especially. I can't wait till you see the Shadow Priest come out and use this. 4 mana, deal 12 damage. That's good.
To a friendly character.
Oh!
That would be so dumb.
Damn it. All my plans have been foiled again.
8 mana, 12 damage. Yeah. That would... Anyway. Yeah, you don't want to do this to yourself.
Never mind.
Trust me.
I'm a liar.
What do you give it now?
Now I give it a low 2.
Yeah,
low 2.
I'm going to say a high 1, low 2. It doesn't really do anything
Damn it.
for Priest. In my opinion, that Priest already didn't really have in its arsenal. It's just more of a greedy card.
Even more greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sounds
it's
good.
not very good.
Damn it. I was so excited for it too. Alright, whatever. Move on. Cabal Song Stealer. It's a 5 mana 5/5 silent domain. I think this is really good because one, vanilla stats wise it's good. And silence is a premium now effect. So I think it's really good. I think high two.
Yep. High two for sure. And this is definitely gonna help out with the Purify Priest. It's still gonna happen.
Oh my god. That's true, I guess. You're right.
I mean,
Okay.
that's so many silences. Anyway, moving on.
No.
Lightning round. I forgot.
You're right. Draconoid Operative, it's a 5 mana 5/6. If you're holding a dragon, discover a card in your opponent's deck. I think it's really good. And it's a dragon, so I'm going to have to say 3.
3. That's 5/6 is good for vanilla stats already, and you get the battle cry and discover mechanic, so you get to pick which card you want.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, so good.
So good. Love it. Alright, next one. Probably my favorite artwork in this expansion. 6 mana Dragonfire Potion. Deal 5 damage to all your minions except for dragons. And as we know, I only play dragons, so deal 5 damage to every other minion. So good. 3.
Yeah, I mean, it seems. I mean, it definitely feels good. 3.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
wanted to say something bad about it. I just couldn't.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
so
good.
goddamn
It's
good.
good. It's so good. All right, I'm glad. Razzle the Unchained. It's a 5 and a 5/5. If your deck has no duplicates, your hero power costs 0 this game. I don't know how well Reno Priest does. I don't think Reno Priest is a thing yet. Go ahead. You do
It's
it.
gonna be super good.
Yeah,
Oh, that golden artwork is nasty.
it's good, right?
That's so good. Yeah. Again, they played this in the playthrough, and just getting a free heal on anything you want and all the time, it's so good. Stats are amazing. This card is definitely a 3/4. I'll even say in a
Really?
Reno
Wow.
archetype, and that's the only thing you play it in.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't really play it in anything else but a Reno Priest. But when you do play it, it's going to be a 4 for sure.
Okay. Sounds really good.
It's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic.
for sure. Definitely.
plus-
Yeah.
And plus, if you have Justicar on that too,
Oh, dude, that's so good. Okay, yeah. 4 for sure. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's move on to rogue cards. We've got the Counterfeit Coin. It's a 0 mana, gain 1 mana crystal this turn only. I think this card is disgusting. Yeah, 3. Play it in all the rogue cards. All the rogue decks.
I'm going to say high too. It just
Really?
seems. I mean, it's only good with Gadgetzan, right? I mean, it's actually I shouldn't say that. It's kind of like a. It's either good with Gadgetzan or it's just a worse off Innervate.
I guess
So-
if you don't want to draw it late game. Yeah, okay. It's fair. Alright.
I'm gonna say high too. It's good.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
good.
don't think it's that ungodly.
Okay,
So.
for sure. No worries. It is counterfeit after all. Jade Shurikens. It's a 2 mana, deal 2 damage, combo, summon a Jade Golem. Don't know how many Jade Golems cards we're gonna have in Rogue, but I think it's good. I like it. Even if it for summons the first Jade Golem, it's deal 2 damage for 2. Get a 1/1. High 2?
High two.
Artwork is kind of cool too. I like it.
Yeah, golden is nasty.
Yeah, it's really sick. Alright, Jade Swarmer. Okay, I lied. We can have a bunch of Jade Golem cards in this deck. It's a 2 mana stealth 1/1. Death Rattle, summon a Jade Golem. 2.
I'm gonna say low too. It's really anti-tempo.
That's true.
Being
Yeah.
a 2 mana 1/1, but you do get stealth, so you do get to pick what you want to trade it into. But it just seems really slow to me. But I guess that's what Jade Golem is, so
Yeah.
I'll actually say just flat 2.
That's fair. Alright, we've got the Gadgetzan Ferryman. It's a 2 mana 2/3 combo. Return a friendly minion to your hand. So this is good. I think this is good because you can pick when you want to return a friendly minion to your hand. So you don't always have to do it like the other pandas. So you can play it on 2 and it's not a big deal if you have a 1-drop. Solid 2.
Wait. Say your explanation. You get to pick when you want to return it to your hand.
Well, like you don't have to return a minion to your hand, right? So the problem with the pandas,
Oh, so if you play without comboing it, you
yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 1. I think this card's horrible.
Really?
Yeah, I'd rather have a 3/2 for 2 and trade into something bigger.
That's true. Okay, that's fair.
But I like what you said. I never thought about not always wanting
Not
to
not
return a
comboing
minion.
it. Yeah. Okay, Shadow Rager. This is yes, they did it. It's a 3 mana. Fuck Rogue over. It's a five attack, 1 health. You get the stealth though, which is cool, but the 1 health is just garbage. And if you go to the crafting section and you look at the lore, all that says is we went there.
Another Rager. This is fantastic. All right, so you go first.
I think it's a 3 in terms of memeing. I think it's a 1 in terms of playability.
I'm gonna say a high 1 in terms of playability.
It's
So,
true. It has stealth.
like a face rogue. So you play it on 3. You punch face with it, assuming they don't have any sort of AOE and they're a
Yeah.
really bad player. And then you stealth it again, and you can just buff the piss out of this with like cold bloods and shit. Like, you might be able to squeak out a win, but I would never try it myself personally.
Shadow Ranger deck memes for the yeah.
It's fantastic. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you for giving us the rogue.
Yeah, Rogue
Fuck
needed it the
rogues.
most, yeah, for sure. Alright, Lotus Assassin, it's a 5 mana 5/5 stealth. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, gain stealth again. So, potentially really good. I think solid 2. I like the artwork though, the artwork is really good.
Yeah, it's a good card. I just don't see it fitting into rogue. It just seems too slow. There's not really any sort of control rogue out there that's been really good. So unless a new archetype pops up, I'm gonna say it's fringe worthy. So like a low 2, but the card itself is definitely better than that. It just doesn't fit in the rogue, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel maybe with more expansions as they come out, you will start to see more tools. I know Rogue got a lot of stealth mechanics this expansion, so maybe we'll see some more with stealth. You know, something that comes
Yeah.
well with stealth. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Sensei. It's a 4 mana 4/4. Give us stealth minion 2/2. So here's what I'm talking about, kind of right. With stealth mechanics, this is good. You can pass it on to the card mentioned previously, and then it's really good. So 2 again. But like Nate said, we don't really have a lot of cards that kind of fit into this archetype. Maybe they're trying to build it out.
Yeah, definitely statted well. I'm gonna say low 2. Nothing special. And I don't think I'd want to play this stealth deck. I don't know. It doesn't seem good in my opinion yet.
Just have the attack, yeah, in Hearthstone, so it's not the best.
You have to go face.
You have to go face. Lucky Do Buccaneer. It's a 6 mana 5/5 battlecry. If your weapon has at least 3 attack, gain 4/4. Not bad.
It's pretty bad.
Okay, it's bad.
I'm gonna just give it a 1 because rogue very rarely
Yeah.
has a weapon that's over 3/3 and that's because people don't even really play Poison Blade anymore. Not that I've seen at least. So unless it's like a truly miracle rogue that I don't know, but it's pretty bad in my opinion. I'm just gonna say 1.
Okay, one it is. Let's talk about Shaku the Collector. It's a 3 mana 2/3 stealth again. Whenever this attacks, add a random card from your hand. So it's like the burgle effect, but every time you attack.
Add a random card to your hand from your opponent's class.
Oh yeah, from your opponent's class. Yeah, so burgle. That's okay. Low 2? Good? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say low 2. I don't think it'll see a lot of play, but it'll see play in meme burgle decks. So.
It's fun. It looks fun, yeah.
The meme streets of Gadgetzan.
Dude, why did I think of that? Okay. Anyways, we'll talk about shaman cards. Finders Keepers. It's a 1 mana discover a card with overload, and it overloads itself into a. It overloads itself by 1. There's not that many overload cards out there, and most of the overload cards are decent. I don't like the fact that it overloads itself. So it's a 2 mana discover a card with overload. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Nate?
Yeah, I'm gonna say fringe worthy. I feel it'll be definitely probably at least a one of in like control shaman, but all the overload cards are good, but it is priced really high.
No, it is pretty super high.
So I don't really like it per se. So I'm just gonna say like a low two.
Okay, that's fair. Devolve. So, 2 mana, transform all enemy minions into random ones that cost one less. And of course you want to see Murlocs on their side. Mm, I don't know. I think it's good. I don't know how good though. Thoughts?
Favorite card of the set.
Really? Wow.
This
Alright.
card is gonna shit on Dragon Priest.
No, that's true.
Priest's gonna be like, "Oh, I have all these big, powerful dragons," and
All
you're gonna
these
be like,
druids,
"No,
yeah.
devolve, bitch." Uh, my favorite, like I said, favorite card, but it's probably like a flat two.
Okay, that too.
It's so random.
Yeah, you never know what they might get. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how well it is. I kind of like it. It's like the good kind of RNG, you know. So, Jade Claws. It's a 2 mana, 2/2. It's a weapon, and every time, oh yeah, Battle Cry. Summon a Jade Golem, but you also overload yourself on one. So, I think it's decent. Would I play this? Low two. Maybe
Yeah, low
maybe,
two.
maybe high
It'll
one.
be
Yeah.
like, yeah, fringe worthy. Artwork is amazing though.
Artwork is really cool. I like it a lot. All right, Jade Lightning. All these Jade things. 4 mana, deal 4 damage. Summon a Jade Golem. I like it. It's good. I think it's good. High two.
Yeah, no overload, which is kind of weird for shaman.
I know, but that's what makes it good. That's what makes this card really good.
I don't know. I'm gonna say low two.
Okay, sounds fair. All right, call in the finishers. 4 mana, summon 4/1/1 Murlocs. If it was random Murlocs, that'd be disgusting. But it's a 1/1 Murloc. Oh, again, it's the Ninja Turtles. Huh. Cool. One.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But Ninja Turtles, Ninja Murlocs. Alright, whatever. Jinyu Water Speaker. It's a 4 mana 3/6. Battle Cry. Restore 6 health. This is in Shaman, so I think restoring 6 health is really good because Shamans don't really have a lot of health restoration. But that also overloads by 1, which could be a good thing. I think call it 2.
Yeah, high two, low three. This card is super good. This will be really good mid-range shaman, control shaman, any kind of shaman. I don't know. It's really good. I can see it being played in everything.
Yeah, high health too. Alright, we're talking about the Lotus Illusionist. It's a 4 mana 3/5. After this minion attacks a hero, transform it into a random 6 cost minion. This is good. 6 cost minions are pretty good too, if I remember properly. So, as long as you're gonna hit face with it, and it has high health. 3? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna say high two, low three, kind of right in the middle again. 6 mana minions are extremely good, like you said. You have Karen, you have Emperor, you have Sylvanas. So yeah, I think it'll definitely see some play, and I don't even know if you want to play in like mid-range shaman. I don't know what kind of archetype we'll see it in yet, but we'll probably see it around. It's pretty good.
Yeah, especially if you trade first and then go face, like that's really good. So, because it heals itself basically. All right, Jade Chieftain. It's a 7 mana 5/5. Battle Cry. Summon a Jade Golem and give it taunt. Well, you're getting a Jade Golem 1, and then you're giving it taunt for another 1. High 2.
High two is fair. These are all really good cards. I like
Yeah.
that they're going away from the aggro style of shaman finally. I mean, if you have put some other Jade Golems into play already, this card is going to be super sick. And
Yeah.
at the very worst, it's a 6/6 with taunt for 7. So
Yeah.
pretty good. High
Not too
two.
bad. Yeah. Summon a 30/30, give it taunt. Watch it get polymorphed. Alright. White Eyes is the Shaman legendary for this time around. It's a 5-mana 5/5 taunt. Shuffle the Storm Guardian into your deck. And oh, I didn't have the Storm Guardian up. Do you remember what the Storm Guardian is?
Yeah, it's not very good. It's only it's a 5-mana 10/10 with taunt.
Oh yeah, it's not that great. Artwork's cool. Low 2?
I was being sarcastic, but I'm gonna say like a 3. So
Wait, I didn't even hear you. Sorry. Say that again one more time.
5-mana 10/10 with taunt.
Oh, it's a 5-mana 10. I thought you said a. I thought you said a 5-mana 5/5 again. I was like, oh, it's all right, I guess. Yeah, 5-mana 10/10 with taunt. Yeah, that's good. 3.
No overload or anything. It's
Yeah,
just-
no overload. Okay.
Yeah.
You looked
It's
at me
pretty
weird.
good.
I was like, wait, did I hear you properly? Okay.
It's like he doesn't.
I'm a very visual person. I'm like not an auditory learner at all. Yeah, so 3 for
All
sure.
good. 3.
Okay, sounds good. Blood Fairy Potion. We're moving on to the Warlock cards now. It's a 3 mana. Give a minion 3 attack. If it's a demon, also give it 3 health. Garbage. 1. I don't think it's that great.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 1.
That's not that good. Okay, Unlicensed Apothecary. Apothecary? Apothecary. Oh, I said it right. There you go. Unlicensed Apothecary. It's a 3 mana 5/5. Whenever you summon a minion, deal 5 damage to your hero. 5 damage is a lot to pay. For summoning another thing. 1.
I'm gonna say 2. I think it'll replace Imp Gang Boss when Imp Gang gets cycled out.
Okay. That's fair.
And you're really not concerned about your own health when you're playing Zoo.
That's true.
So
Just
yeah,
Just want to hit face. Okay, that's fair.
I think it'll be pretty good at 3 mana.
I don't know.
So 2.
Yeah, like Azula, you're summoning a lot of minions, so I guess you would want to summon this last. But, whatever. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Sea Devil Stinger. It's a 4 mana 4/2. The next Murloc you play this turn costs health instead of mana, and Murlocs don't cost that much health, so I think it's a 1.
I'm gonna say 1 too. I don't think it's very good.
Okay, sounds
It's
good.
it's got really low health. So
Yeah. Crystal Weaver. It's a 4 mana 5/4. Battle Cry. Give your demons +1/+1. Wait, but I'm not sure if it gives all your demons, like just in your hand, or if is it in your
just in play.
just in play? Oh, garbage. Well, since
I'm gonna say Fringe.
yeah,
So like low 2.
low
high
2,
1.
low 2, because I mean, vanilla wise, even if you don't have any demons, it's not too bad. But and if you give every demon in your deck in your hand, and that
Broken.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
that'd be a legendary.
for sure. Blast Crystal Potion. It's a 4 mana, destroy a minion and 1 of your mana crystals. Small price to pay to get rid of the 30/30 Jade Golem.
Yeah, Warlock really doesn't have anything like this in their toolkit, so this is adding it. I'm gonna say high 2.
Yeah, high 2 as well. Especially because all the like really good high cost stuff coming out soon. Yeah, I think it's
I mean,
good.
you have Siphon Soul at 6 mana, which is super expensive, and this you can do other shit with in the same turn, so it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Sounds good. Hellfire or Fellfire Potion, not Hellfire. Fellfire. You can tell because it's green. 6 mana, deal 5 damage to all characters. It's just Sarah's Awaken. Sarah Awakens. For 6.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Your thoughts first? 6 mana is really costly though.
So you have a 4 mana that does 3 damage. I don't know, it's just a bigger Hellfire. As far as playability, I don't know. It'll probably be like a low 2, like mid 2 maybe at the highest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
Like
Low 2.
one of an Areno. So I can
Yeah,
see.
one of an arena for sure. Okay, that's fair. Cabal Trafficker. Yeah. It's a 6 mana 6/6. At the end of your turn, add a random demon to your hand. I think this is really good. Especially because you're guaranteed at least 1 demon. 3?
Yeah, low 3 for sure. I mean, the stats are really good. You're replacing it in your hand. It's super good. Low 3.
That looks really good too. Looks like she steals children for a living. Alright, Abyssal Enforcer. It's a 7 mana 6/6 battle cry. Deal 3 damage to all other characters, including your face and their face. I think it's really good. It adds Hellfire to your demon. So, but it costs 7 mana, which is kind of expensive. But you get a 6/6 with it. So low 3, high 2.
I'm gonna say a low 3. It's super good. This is gonna be broken in Arena, by the way. So
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be one of the best Arena cards for sure.
Yeah,
And the artwork on it is, I think, my favorite so far. So
looks
it's
good, right? It looks good.
It's really good card. I love it.
Yeah, sure. All right, we're talking about Cruel the Unshackled. It's a 9 mana 7/9 battle cry. If your deck has no duplicates, summon all demons from your hand. I think this costs too much. Um, 2.
2. I think 2 is fair. It's the stats are really good. I was gonna compare it to like a N'Zoth, but the stats are better and on this, but you have to have all those demons in your hand. N'Zoth is just obviously pulling shit that's already been killed that had a death rattle, so it's alright. We'll say 2.
Okay, that's fair. Alright, moving on to the warrior cards. Oh yeah, it's your favorite deck, your favorite class.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I know a guy. 1 mana, discover a time minion, and I think time minions are typically very very good. So I'm gonna say high 2, low 3. I like taunt minions. I don't think there's enough good taunt. I don't think there's enough taunt minions in the deck, the game.
I'll say 2, flat 2.
Okay, that's fair.
Pretty good.
You're like, dude. Okay, watch the artwork. He punches you in the face.
Whoa!
Isn't that sick? That's so cool. I love that. That's awesome. All right, number 2, Public Defender. It's a 2 mana 0/7. Only defends warriors, so obviously a really shitty Public Defender. And it has no attack, so I don't think it's that great. 1.
I'll say low 2. You can do some things with it with to buff your taunt minions.
Oh, true. Bolster.
Bolster, thank you. So it's good for its mana cost. I'll say low 2.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Okay. We're going into Stolen Goods. It's a 2 mana, give a random taunt minion in your hand, 3/3. If you're playing Taunt Warrior, which may or may not be a thing this next expansion.
They keep trying. It's always bad.
Yeah. If Taunt Warrior is a thing, this is disgusting. If Taunt Warrior is not a thing, this is not a thing. Since I don't like the idea of Taunt Warrior, low 2.
I'll say 1. I think it's pretty
1.
bad.
Okay. Alright. Sleep with the Fishes. It's a 2 mana, deal 3 damage to all damaged minions. So you Whirlwind, and then you Sleep with the Fishes. For at least 4. Which is not bad. It's good with board clear. I don't know.
It's good with Ghoul, too. You have some synergy.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty bad. I'm going to say like a high 1.
Yeah, high 1. I don't know. I think that this is awesome, though. This is cool. I like it. It's just like, what did I fucking do now? Alright. Grime Street Pawnbroker. It's a 3 mana 3/3. Give a random weapon in your hand, +1/+1. This is good at Pirate Warrior.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's right on that fringe of being really good.
Yeah.
Because 3/4 would make this card an auto include.
Yeah.
But 3/3 it makes me kind of hesitant to play it because you have like Kor'kron Elites and which is 4 mana, I guess. But I think giving an extra charge to your weapon makes it super good. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
High 2.
high 2
Yeah.
as far as value. It'll be good.
No worries. Grimy Gadgeteer. It's a 4 mana 4/3. At the end of your turn, give a random minion in your hand, +2/+2. And since it's at the end of your turn, it's pretty good. I think high 2. Maybe flat 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Again, I don't know if I just don't like this mechanic or
Yeah,
whatever.
giving random
Maybe
weapons. Yeah.
it'll change my mind once we actually get to play it. But I'm gonna say low two.
Okay. Fair. Brass Knuckles is a 4 mana 2/3 weapon. After your hero attacks, give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. Hmm. I think it costs too much. I won.
Super slow.
Yeah, too
Yeah,
slow.
I'll say high one.
Okay, sounds good. Ali Armor Smith, it's a 5 mana 2/7 taunt. Whenever this minion deals damage, gain that much armor. So if you're playing with those +1/+1 mechanics and you're doing super well, and it happens to target the Ali Armor Smith, which it can do really well because it has taunt. Um, this could be a really good card. High two.
High two.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Hobart, 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 Hobart. Grapple Hammer. It's a 2 mana 2/2. Give all weapons in your hand and deck +1 attack. Really disgusting. Oh my god. This is the first time I've seen this card and it looks really good. Whew, that's disgusting. Dude, this is Power Warrior all over it. Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah,
Uh,
high 3, 4
yeah.
maybe?
This is certainly a three. I'm so excited to play Pirate Warrior and be the cancer on the ladder.
That's the exact face Nate makes too whenever he plays Power Warrior.
The shit-eating grin all over my face.
Yeah, there it is.
Three.
Yeah,
Good
sounds
card.
good. All right, and now this is Raza, and yeah, here we go. We're going into neutrals now. So we finished all the class cards. We finished all the tri-class cards. We're into the neutral game. It's Mistress of Mixtures. It's a 1 mana 2/2. Death Rattle. Restore 4 health to both players. What class would you play this in? Warlock?
Priest, Warlock. I mean, it's like the new Zombie Chow. It could be considered better, I guess, because it also heals you as well.
And cost less. Oh no, it doesn't cost less.
Yeah, the only thing different. I mean, there's a few differences technically, but I think it's the new Zombie Chow, and I really like it. Priest or Warlock would definitely be the ones I could see it being played in the most.
Sure, no worries.
Uh, two.
Alright, Friendly Bartender. It's a 2 mana 2/3. At the end of your turn, restore 1 health to your hero. I love the artwork. It's like such a friendly cow. There's a lot of good 2-drops already. I don't know if I would want this. It does heal me though. Maybe in Priest is really good.
It's not bad for what the mana is and the
Yeah.
stats are and the ability. But I'm gonna say like high one.
I won. Okay. Gadgetzan Socialite. It's a 2 mana 2/2. Restore 2 health. I kind of feel the same way about the previous card. Like, gives me the same kind of feeling. O2?
Yeah, high one for me.
Okay. Bluegill Sniper. It's a 2 mana 2/1 Murloc. Deal 1 damage. Not that great. Artwork is really cool though, but not that great. I think 1.
One it is.
Street Trickster. It's a 3 mana 0/7 spell damage +1. Artwork is really cool, but do I need spell damage that badly? I don't think so. 1.
I really like the card.
Do you really? Okay.
I've been wanting to see like a 0/1 for 1 mana like with the spell damage on it for the longest time.
Stealth.
Yeah, not even stealth. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. No one's gonna play it, but I like the card. I'm gonna
Okay.
say a low two.
Okay, that's fair. I don't think anyone's gonna play it either. Toxic Sewer Ooze. 3 mana 4/3, so really good vanilla stats. Battle Cry, remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon. So it doesn't get rid of the weapon even though it's an ooze, but it does take away 1 durability. I think I'd still rather have the acidic swamp ooze.
Yeah, this is Big old goose egg. Not even giving it a 1. No one's gonna fucking play this card. Sorry for the language. I feel strongly about this.
Strongly. Hired gun. It's a 3-mana 4/3 taunt. Well, it has taunt. Low 2.
1.
Okay.
No one's gonna play it.
All right. Backstreet Leper. It's a 3-mana 3/1 deal 2 damage to enemy hero. This is a garbage 0. Artwork is cool. I'd still rather play like Leper Gnome.
Yeah, I had this discussion with a few people on, what could be better about this. I mean, we can go. I don't feel like diving into it really, but
Yeah.
for what the card is, I feel like it's a strictly worse Wolf Rider.
Yeah, no charge.
I'm gonna say 1.
1 for sure. All right. Dude. Tanaris Hog Chopper. Ooh, I get that right? Yeah. 4-mana 4/4.
Tanaris.
Tanaris.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Tanaris. Tanaris. Is this snout blocking his face? Oh no, that's just the artwork. Oh, weird. This is like a perfect rectangle right in front of his face. Whatever. Yeah, it looks weird. 4/4/4/4. Yeah. That's so weird. Battle cry if your opponent's hand is empty, gain charge. Bad. Really bad. 1.
1.
Okay. Naga Corsair, it's a 4-mana 5/4. Give your weapon +1 attack. Did you play some Pirate Warrior?
I don't think so.
I think it's too slow.
Just because it's too slow. So I would say like a high 1.
Yeah, I won. Whatever. Alright, Daring Reporter, it's a 4-mana 3/3. Whenever your opponent draws a card, gain +1/+1.
Mildred.
True.
Just play this and then naturalize a couple things or Cold Light. I'm excited for it. It's a bad card. It's pigeonholed to
Mill.
like a mill deck, but it's obviously a 1, but I think it'll be fun.
Artwork is cool too. Maybe in Mill Rogue as well. Yeah, we'll see. Alright. Kooky Chemist. It's a 4-mana 4/4. Swap the attack and health of a minion. 1?
1. Yeah, I'd rather just play the original 2/2 for 2.
Yeah, same. Alright, we're going into Hosen Healer. It's the Hosen Healer. It's a 4-mana 2/6. Restore a minion to full health. Not that great. 4 mana. The 4 slot is just so highly contested with such good minions. I don't think this makes the cut. I think it's a 1. Takes a long sip.
It's definitely bad.
Yeah.
I'll say a 1 as well. I think it's only like good in like Druid where they have massive
Really
minions.
big minions.
Maybe like a Dragon Priest of some sort.
Yeah, I don't think it's good. Okay. It's the Worgen Greaser. It's a 4-mana 6/3 blank 0. Yeah, it's not good.
Probably like the worst card.
Would you play it if it was a 4-mana 6/4 blank?
No.
I wouldn't either. Okay.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. Yeah.
This is never going to do anything for you. It doesn't have a tribe. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's just like complete filler.
Yep. Red Mana Worm. It's a 5-mana 2/6. Whenever you cast a spell, gain 2 attack instead of 1 attack. I think it's too slow. 5 mana is a lot to ask for a worm. I'd rather just play the original worm.
Oh yeah, for sure. It sort of reminds me of Scale Dragon, whatever it is. The
Yeah,
2/8/6.
Scale Dragon, the 2, yeah.
Yeah, that doubles attack at the beginning of your turn.
Like-
And that didn't see play, and that was 6. And for 6 mana, and this you have to play spells.
Yeah.
And that had more health. Like, it just seemed strictly worse. I give it a 1.
Artwork is cool, but yeah, I'd rather play just the regular Mana Worm. Alright. Streetwise Investigator. It's a 5-mana 4/6. Enemy minions lose stealth. So I think this is just a failsafe card in case Rogue happens to get really good, and Stealth is just broken. Um, it's like Eater of Secrets, but for Stealth. I don't know. One.
One.
Unless Stealth gets really good, but I just never include it really.
As of right now, with Rogue not being good
Yeah.
and what we've seen so far, I don't think it's going to be good. So it's probably going to be 1.
Yeah. It would be better if the artwork had like fog and then it dissipated. But no, it doesn't have that, so.
God damn it, Blizzard.
You should hire me. Alright, Gukfu Master. It's a 5 mana, 3/5 with Wind Fury. I don't really like Wind Fury cards. They're always kind of understated. Wind Fury is good if you can get it off, but you can never really get it off, so. 1.
Yeah, 1. I was thinking if this was 4 mana, I would probably play it. Like, even then, it's hard to say that I would. Like, a 4 mana 3/5, that's probably not going to be able to attack the following turn.
Yeah.
It's just bad. They always put in their, their token crappy Wind Fury card, and this is just it for this expansion, so. 1.
Alright, it's the Ancient of Blossoms. It's a 6 mana, 3/8. And it's got really low attack. So, 1 again? I don't know, I don't like it.
Welcome to Shadow Word Pain.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
getting removed for 2 mana.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
1. High 1.
High 1? Alright. Big Time Racketeer. It's the 6 mana, 1/1. Summon a 6/6 ogre. Makes things that pull stuff out of your deck strictly worse. High 1?
I think high 1 is accurate. This would be sick with Bran.
Yeah.
And it's a 7/7 for 6 mana. I mean, it's good on paper, but it's not.
Even with Bran, like, that's all you're doing that turn. Like, that's it. You're not doing anything else.
Right, but you get
a 12/12.
which is pretty good.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
I don't know. You're right. It's bad. High 1.
All right. Small Time Buccaneer. Artwork is really cool. 1 mana, 1/2. So moving on to the rare cards now. It's plus has 2 attack when you have a weapon equipped. You play this in Rogue and Pirate Warrior. Would you play this in Pirate Warrior? It's a 1 mana 3/2 in Pirate Warrior.
For sure.
Yeah.
This reminds me. I keep fucking doing this. So it reminds me of
This reminds me of the time in my youth.
When Temple Mage was popular, they had the 1/2 that when you had a mech in play.
Oh yeah.
It would buff it to 3/2. I am the worst with card names. I swear I'm not this bad.
All I needed is the Mech Warper, yeah. And then
yeah. So I think this is high 2. I think this would be really good in the decks that
in the decks
that plays a weapon.
Yep. All right, Backroom Bouncer. Ooh, the artwork is kind of neat. It's a 4 mana 4/4, and whenever a friendly minion dies, it gains +1. That's it. Just +1. +1 +0. High 1. Again, it's a 4 mana card though, so like the 4 mana is just so highly contested with good cards.
I just can't see it being played, to be honest. Like, what would you even play this in?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say a 1.
Yeah, 1. Okay. Bomb Squad. We've got. Oh, are those knees buckling? Whoa, that's crazy. Bomb Squad. It's a 5 mana 2/2. Deal 5 damage to an enemy minion, and death without deal 5 damage to your own hero. I don't think it's that great. Potentially, it's really good because you can clear some shit with it.
Yeah, and you get to choose your target.
Oh, you do. Oh, okay. It's not random. I'm so used to the bombs being random in Hearthstone.
I don't know what I would play this. Yeah, I'll say high 1 just because
high 1. I think it costs too much.
Situations.
At 4 mana, I would definitely play this. Would I? Yeah. Yeah, I'd play this. 4 mana.
High 1.
Yeah, high 1. All right. Doppelgangster. 5 mana 2/2. Summon 2 copies of this minion. So you get a 2/2, a 2/2, and a 2/2. It's not bad. If you can buff it, even better.
Yeah, exactly. If you're playing the mechanics of the new set, this card is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um, I was thinking of another combo before we saw all the buffing random minions in your hand mechanics. If you played it with Rogue, if you played like Shadow Step,
Mhm.
so if you play it for 5, you get 6/6 of stats.
Mhm.
Then you Shadow Step it, then next turn it's 3 mana, you get a 6/6. I don't know. I think it'll be pretty good. It seems kind of memey though to me.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'll say
Low 2. High.
2.
Yeah. Okay. Low 2. All right. Spiked Hog Rider. It's a 5 mana, 5/5. If the enemy has taunt, gain charge. 1.
I'll say high one just in case Taunt Warrior becomes a thing.
Even then, I don't know if I'd play this, but yeah. All right.
5/5 with charge for 5. I mean, it would you play a 5/5 with charge for 5 without like the whole battle cry thing?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
But because it has to have taunt. No, no.
Anyway, all right,
All
high
right.
one.
Second rate bruiser. It's a 5 mana, 4/5 taunt. It costs 2 less if your opponent has at least 3 minions. This card is pretty second rate. Well, it's good against Zoo, right? And any other aggro. Dude, if we could sideboard in Hearthstone, I'd put this in my sideboard.
So here's the way to think about it: is it's a Yeti that costs 1 more and has taunt, so the taunt costs 1 mana. So it's mana efficient right away, and then if your opponent does have at least 3 minions, then it's 3 mana. So I think it'll be good in like Reno.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
I mean, it's not overpriced or anything, even at 5 mana already. So
Yeah. Okay.
I will give it a flat 2.
Okay. All right, we're on to epics now, and epics typically suck in our past experiences, but we'll see. It's a 1 mana 1/1 Weasel Tunneler. It's so memey. Death Rattle, shuffle this minion into your opponent's deck. So you gotta duplicate this a bunch of times, and then you put it into their deck.
It's the anti-mill card. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. I think if any class, it would be good in Hunter because you're trying to fill the board with a lot of crap, and then you also want to make your opponent draw dead, hypothetically.
True.
So if you could
And it's a
just
beast, yeah, so...
make them draw a bad card for a turn, it might be decent, but it's pretty bad, so I'm just going to give it a 1.
I think 1 as well. It would feel better if you knew they drew the Weasel Tunneler. But since you don't know it, you don't feel as good. You know what I mean? Yeah. If they like showed the Weasel Tunneler and like, wow, your opponent drew a Weasel Tunneler, then you're like, this card is disgusting. But it's not, so. Dirty Rat, it's a 2 mana, 2/6 taunt. Battle Cry, your opponent summons a random minion from their hand. That is pretty scary.
In a good or bad way?
In a bad way. I don't want them to summon any minions from their hand.
Yeah.
Unless it's the Tunneler, then I love it. This card is disgusting.
I mean, even in like against Zoo Lock or anything, it still just seems average because you're playing. So this would cost. It would be a 2/3 with just its mana costs, and then so you're basically giving them a creature for 3 health. So I don't know. It's pretty bad. I'll give it a 1.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like it that much either. Alright. Blubber Baron. It's a 3 mana 1/1. Whenever you summon a battle cry minion while this is in your hand, gain 1/1. So you kinda need it in your hand like when you
A lot.
Yeah.
It's a 1. I think it's pretty crappy and slow, to be honest.
Yeah. It's a 1/1. For 1. Fell Orc Soul Fiend. It's a 3 mana 3/7. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to this minion. Good in Priest.
Good and Priest. And you're welcome, Blizzard, because you stole this card from me. There is a competition the podcast that Well Met was doing for Priest cards.
Uh-huh.
So I submitted a 2 mana 2/6 that at the end of every turn you take 1 damage. So it's essentially the same thing. They just reworded it a little bit differently, and they changed the stats slightly.
You heard it here first. The
So
second, I guess.
I have the email to prove it. But anyway, I love the card because I came up with it. So it's my
Did they talk
card.
about it? Did they talk about it on the podcast?
No, they didn't. But I have the
Oh.
email that shows that I submitted it on the date.
Sure.
But anyway, I like it, but it's not very good. It's very niche. So
Yeah.
I'll say low 2.
Low 2. Dude, if you had it exactly on like mana and like stats and everything,
Oh, I know.
Did you submit the thing to Reddit? Oh my god, farm that karma. All right. Anyways, Burgly Bully. It's a 5-mana 4/6. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, add a coin to your hand.
I really like this card. I think it's super good, especially in Rogue and or Druid. It would be pretty good
Druid's
as
good
well.
too. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a high 2.
I think high 2 is fair. Yeah. I just don't like playing spells whenever there's another minion like this on the field. It's not fun.
Exactly. You don't want to give your opponent a freaking coin.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Anyways, leather-clad hog leader. So this is the final charge hog, I guess. Female chog. 6-mana 6/6. If your opponent has 6 or more cards in your hand, gain charge. I think same thing. I don't like it that much. My opponent rarely has 6 or more cards in hand.
It's really bad. It's a 1.
Yeah, that's one. Okay, moving on. Fight Promoter. Ooh, that's sick. The 6-mana 4/4. If you control a minion with 6 or more health, draw 2 cards.
All right. So it's only good if you can pre-buff this, I think. So when it comes onto the board, if it's a 6/6 or higher already, it's going to be super good. But again, I hate that mechanic. I don't see it being good.
Yeah.
I feel it's slow, and your opponent's just going to race you, kill you. So I'm going to give it a low 2.
Okay. Go to it is. Defias Cleaner. It's a 6-mana 5/7. Silence a minion with Death Rattle. So it's the Savannah Hymen killer. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's statted decently. I just don't really see it being played that much because I don't think Death Rattle is going to be that prominent this expansion. So I'm going to say a high 1.
Okay, yeah. I think high one as well. Alright, talking about Wind Up Burglebot. It's a 6-mana 5/5. Whenever this attacks a minion and survives, draw a card. High 1?
Yeah, it's like a pseudo taunt.
Yeah.
Because people have to kill it, and if they don't, then they're obviously going to regret it. So, high 1.
Okay.
I don't see it being played.
I don't either. Alright, Patches the Pirate. It's a 1/1. We're into the legendaries, obviously. It's a 1/1 charge. Whenever you play a pirate, summon this minion from your deck. Really good in the Pick 2 Brawl. And, really good if you duplicate it a bunch of times, as we saw when we first heard the Mean Streets of Gadgetzan announcement.
For what it is, I'm going to say a flat 2.
I think 2, but you do include it in Pirate Warrior. It's a free... Because it thins your deck.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's good, but it's not going to win you the game.
Yeah.
So I'll say 2.
Yeah. Cool. I like it, though. I think it's cool. And it
Good
gets
card.
shot out of your deck by cannon.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Alright. Auction Master Beardo. Beardo? 3 mana, 3/4. Whenever you cast a spell, refresh your hero power. I like it.
I think it's really good.
dig it, yeah. High
Um,
2?
yeah, high 2 I think is spot on in my opinion. It's super good in like Control Warrior. I'm still into like Shadow Priest. So
Okay, yeah. Really good there as well.
I think it might be good in Reno as well. I mean, it's statted amazing, so high 2.
Okay. Yeah, I like it a lot. We'll definitely see it in play. All right, Sergeant Sally. It's a 3 mana 1/1. Deal damage equal to this minion's attack to all enemy minions. Um, needs to be buffed to be any good.
You're only going to see it in Reno Warlock because you play this and then you give it power overwhelming, and then at the end of your turn, it'll be a 5/5 to your opponent's board.
Yep.
Other than that, it's not going to be played. So for what it's worth, it's going to be a good card in Reno Warlock, but overall, it's probably just a 2 or a low 2.
Okay. Yeah, I think high 1. All right. Enzo the Shark. It's a 4 mana 5/4 attack. Whenever this attacks, both players draw until they have 3 cards. How does this work with the overdraw mechanic? Or, I mean, not overdraw,
Mill?
but yeah, fatigue. You just
Whenever
lose.
this attacks, both players draw until they have 3
Is this
cards.
like the mill, like
Holy
God?
shit! I didn't think about it, but according to what the card says, they have to draw. So I think if your opponent's out, it just
You win the
kills them.
game? You win the game?
I think so.
If that's the case, this card's really good in mill.
It doesn't say otherwise, so I would have to assume your opponent just
Because they
dies
draw
with
a
just-
card, the card poofs, right? They don't have any cards, it's less than 3, they draw more, and poof, and you just lose.
which is just hilarious. I think it's a good card for what it does, especially in like an aggro type deck. Ow!
Sorry. Hang on. I'm gonna kill.
Someone lighting your apartment on fire. All right,
Okay,
so while
we're
he's,
good. No, it's good now. Sorry.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I think it'll see some play.
I think 2 for sure. It's cool. Artwork's nice too. Alright, Finja, the Flying Star. It's a 5 mana 2/4 stealth. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, summon 2 Murlocs from your deck. I think it's too slow.
I think it's pretty bad. I'm gonna say high 1.
He doesn't even have real swords. He's using tuna fish or swordfish. High one.
Little bastard.
Yeah. All right. Rathion. It's a 6 mana 4/5. Taunt. Battle cry. Draw cards until you draw one that isn't a dragon. So how do I feel about this? Nate, you can go first.
Yeah, while you're contemplating, I'm gonna say it's really good. It's one of the cards that I'm more excited about. It's animation is amazing. I love
Yeah.
these like
The red, yeah,
pink,
flames.
red flames that are coming out everywhere of most of these cards. Obviously, you would want to play it in some sort of dragon archetype. I'm gonna give it a low 3. I think it's really powerful.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, now that you've explained it, and it has taunt, so it's really good. Yeah, low 3. I'll definitely be playing this card. I hope I get it. Yeah. All right, Madame Goya. It's a 6 mana 4/3. Battle cry. Choose a friendly minion and swap it with a minion in your deck. A random one, right? Random minion in your deck. I think so.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be.
It's got to be random. Doesn't know.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be way too broke.
Play a 5 card. Dude, just play a 5. Play the 5 mana stealth, and then you swap it with like Ragnaros. Oh my god, disgusting.
Yeah. And the animations wouldn't work that well if you could see all the creatures in your entire deck.
I think it's random.
It's random.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's pretty terrible.
Really? You think so? I think. Yeah.
I think it's like a low 1, a 1.
The only thing that puts it for me at possibly no, it's a high one. I think it's a high one only because you can hit with the minion and then you can swap it. But I think it costs too much and I think it's too slow.
Yeah, it gets easily removed
Yeah.
for 6 mana, so
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
Golden artwork is amazing though. Looks really cool.
Agreed.
Alright, and the last card of the Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, it's Mayor Noggenfogger. Mayor Noggenfogger.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I kiss my mother with this mouth, yeah. It's a 9 mana 5/4, and all targets are chosen randomly. That includes spells, minion attacks, everything.
Anything and everything.
This potentially wins you the game if you 100% just lost. potentially, but it costs
I
9.
have no idea how this card is going to play out. This is easily the hardest card to judge.
Yeah.
I don't think people are going to play it just because of stats on it.
It doesn't even like benefit you, like it doesn't even guarantee a benefit towards you, and it costs 9. So expensive. I think.
Yeah, it's.
I
I don't
don't
know. I
think it'll
feel
see
like
play.
it's another form of Yogg almost, and just complete anarchy. I don't know. I'm gonna say like a 1.
I think
it's
1
pretty
too.
bad.
I think people would try it if they randomly get it tomorrow, but yeah, I don't think it's good.
Oh, the memes.
We'll see it in some trolled in videos, and that'll be about it. Maybe. Alright, yeah, that'll be about
Oh.
it for the Mean Streets of Gadgetzan review. Thank you everyone who actually sat through this and is sitting through this in your 9 to 5 traffic or on YouTube, or if you just wanted to see the golden cards, that's cool too. All good. Thank you to hearthpwn.com for having the golden cards up for us to look at. And yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait till the new meta hits. All my dragons will come back to life and start playing those again. Nate, how do you feel about the set as a whole?
I'm excited. I have 50 juicy packs waiting for
You
me
got 50?
tomorrow. Yeah, pre-order 50.
Oh,
50
alright.
for $50. So you save like $10 essentially.
I did the whole Amazon thing, but it's cool.
How much do you get for
You
packs?
you get 40 packs because you just get coins, right? And so you could buy it tomorrow. So I get at the end of the day, I get 42 packs for $32.
Oh, so it's essentially the same deal, and I think because it's 50 for 50.
Mine costs
No,
less,
yours
but
is
I
better.
get less.
Jeez,
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta go to bed, man. It's 9 o'clock. I got some adulting to do tomorrow.
yeah. No worries.
Sorry.
All
That's
good.
pretty good. Thanks for telling me about that before I spent $50.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Next time. Next time, dude. How do you not see that with all the Moz and like Firebat? Like, oh, join Amazon coins. Yeah. I don't know.
Sell out. Sell out.
Yeah. All right. I'll take that. I'm gonna sell out. All right. Anyways, I want to start the outro right now, and thank you everyone for watching. Shout out to our moderator Ritual Plays if he's here. I don't know if he is. Any last words? You got 10 seconds.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Have fun tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't wait to play. I'm gonna do a card pack opening too, so be on the lookout if you want to see me on Twitter at SilverDragon, and follow Nate as well. Bye, guys.